Welcome to the Bot Signal, your home for news and views about messenger chatbots. Today's Bot Signal, it's all about a four-letter word that is rocking everyone's world right now. Yes, you've received a billion emails on this, but I'm going to add my 2 cents today, GDPR. So it's going to be a two-parter. We're going to talk a little bit about what it is and what it means in plain English. We're going to do that today. And tomorrow I'm going to give you a few tips on how to GDPR proof your chatbot. So without further ado. So GDPR in plain English. Really, the central concept of this law is freely given consent to use people's information. So, what is this freely given consent? Basically, it's saying that if you want to use someone's email address to remarket to them, send them emails, whatever, put them on your list, then you have to ask them if it's okay. You have to give them a way out of it if they don't want to give you their email address. And you have to tell them why you want the information, how you're going to use it. It's really not that complicated once it comes down to it. Basically, what this is all boiling down to is giving more respect to the people that you are digitally marketing to. And I think that's a wonderful thing. Hey, wish this had been around years and years ago, honestly, because we have a culture now where, the expectation of privacy, especially the younger folks get, the expectation of privacy is just gone. Whereas I think marketing will get so much better if we communicate with our users a little bit better, if we give them choices instead of just bang them over the head with 80,000 emails. I think the world's going to get to be a better place. I think bots going to get to be a better place. But it's all about getting freely given consent to use people's information. Really simple stuff. Why does it affect people like you and me if you're in the United States or not in the European Union? Because it protects EU citizens wherever they're sitting in the world. Basically, there's no way to bar people from your website. There's no way to, make it so that users aren't visiting, and getting your website under control for this is another topic, and probably better covered by somebody who does it every day for a living. But making your website safe, making your bot safe, making your email list safe for all people all the time is easier. It's just easier. And so obtaining that freely given consent is really, really important. It's the heart of the law. And in just a second, we'll go over a couple of other things that it says. Another word about the freely given consent. It is something that the law says you must be able to reproduce if someone asks. So, for instance, if somebody emails me or messages me and says, "Hey, can you point to me where I consented that I could be on your email list?" Then I have to be able to reproduce that point in time which they said that it was okay. If somebody says to me, "Hey, where did I give you permission to use my first name in the bot?" then I have to be able to give them a screenshot of, here's exactly where you consented that I use your first name in the bot. So very important, that freely given consent. Again, I just love the word consent. I love it. Very important to get it, and very important to get it where you can screenshot it if necessary. Finally, the last big point that I'm going to explain today is that users your people, the people that are on your list, getting your newsletter, getting your bot messages, your people, they can request to download their information from you to see exactly what you have for them. They can request to change their info, or they can request to remove their info from your system. Again, important stuff. Now, is everybody going to wake up on Monday and go, I'm just getting my data removed? Some people are. So removing their data from your system is important. Figuring out how to get that done when people ask, that's important too. And here's my big point of the day. Listen, this is an inconvenience to us right now. It is kind of a pain. I came back from vacation and wow, it hit me in the face. I understand, but I urge you to make it easy for people to do these things. Make it easy for them. Make it a pleasant experience for them. Do this, and you will stand out from your competition. You will be able, people will remember that you were polite about it, that you were good about it, that you made it easy for them. All of us, no matter how we're marketing, I use bots. I use other things too, though. In addition to that, I always want to make it a pleasant experience for people to use my stuff. Obviously, because they're going to remember you. Make this, hey, please remove my information from your system. Make this experience a part of your overall user experience. Do not forget to give them a good experience on the way, because that is remembered, and it will come back around. So that's what I have for you today. We are going to talk tomorrow about specifically how to protect your bot. Do some reading up on this law if you haven't already. Understand it for yourself, and I think everybody's going to benefit in the end. Thanks for listening today. You can find full episodes of The Bot Signal on your favorite podcast player. And if you have the Anchor app, stop in, ask me a question, leave me a voice message, and I'll include it on my next show. If you're completely new to bots and you don't know what's going on there, visit me at checkoutmybot.com. Start a conversation with me, take my free mini course. It's all available. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in a bot.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.